The other thing I learned too, and what's probably one of the most important things that I've learned in the last few years, is that it's critically important, and not just chiropractors, but in general, any business owner, it's critically important for us to just listen to the people that we're working with, but more specifically, ask them what they want out of that experience. And being a new doc out of school, I thought I knew exactly what a patient would want. You want to level your hips out, you want to get that curvature back, you want to be able to have less pain. And no patient ever showed up in my office saying, I want my curve back in my spine. What
Right.
they'd say is, you know what, I can't finish 18 rounds of holes of golf without having shooting pain down my leg, or I just want to be able to sleep through the night, or I want to get off these 3 antidepressants. And when you just ask those questions and understand and hear what they have to say, and hear that from a bunch of different people in different walks of life and different stages of life, that's really what was like, okay, I'm a family practice guy. I don't want to focus just on that. I love working with athletes, don't get me wrong,
Sure.
but I want to be in a family practice setting where I can help each and every person, whoever they are, just be their healthiest self and be the person they want to be, get back to doing the things they have to do and doing the things they love to do.
Awesome. Well, you kind of mentioned something there that I think every business owner listening to this can use. Not necessarily that they're going to go into the chiropractic business, but you mentioned that not everybody knows exactly what their issue is when they come in. They know that they want something to get better, but they may not know what the underlying problem is. And I think most business owners, you assume what the client wants, or you're saying something just because you feel like that's what you need to say to get the business.
Sure, right.
And it's really your job to identify the underlying issues or the symptoms that are creating those issues and solve those problems. And it doesn't matter if you're in the medical field, if you're in my field in the insurance field, if you sell cars, it doesn't matter. If you take a deeper dive and identify what the true problem is underneath the first layer, and you solve that problem, that's where you're going to get loyal customers. That's where you're going to get the reviews, the referrals. That's how you're going to win the business. And I think a lot of business owners miss that because they, like what you said, Bryne, was, you thought you knew what they wanted when they came in. You assumed they would say, hey, I want my curvature back. They probably don't even know what that means a lot of times. But they, like you said, that they just want to play golf. So you're able to hear their problem and apply your professional solution to give them what they want, whether it is the curvature or whatever happens to be. I think business owners can take that, and if you just ask the right questions, identify the issues that they're having, and solve that problem with whatever service or product that you're selling, that's how you win business and grow your business.
Yeah, I had a professor in school that used to say, the quality of questions you ask will dictate the quality of life that you have. And you're 100% right. And, even if a patient comes into the practice and they say, my problem is this pain down my leg, what they're explaining is the symptom that they're feeling. Like you said, that's not necessarily the problem. So you got to ask qualifying question after qualifying question until you can figure out. It's not that I hate to say this, but people can do anything for symptoms. They can self-medicate with prescription drugs or over the counters or, substances, that kind of stuff. Why are you here? Like, why did you decide to come in here? And when you can ask those questions over and get deeper and deeper and find out, oh no, it's because you can't pick your kid up, or you can't sit through your child's, game in the bleachers without having excruciating pain. When you can lock into that and hear them and hear that pain point and how it's messing up their world, that's the key. And that's not chiropractic specific. Forgive me if I butcher an analogy here, but in the insurance world, somebody could come in and they could say, I want this policy and I want this coverage. And you could just say, yeah, okay, or you don't need that or whatever. But if you're asking qualifying questions, well, why do you feel like you need that? And then you get down to a story. Well, my aunt passed away at 40 and she didn't have any protections, and she left, my cousins with, that kind of stuff. If you could tap into it and really figure out, why are they sitting in front of you right now, and what do they truly need help with? Like you said, not only can you develop a strong, relationship with that client, but they'll be much more likely to want to work with you in the future, or at the very least, refer to you in the future, because you heard them and you're helping them, not helping to, convert a client or helping to build a book of business or whatever your business is from there. That stuff always takes care of itself when you take care of the people properly.
100%. Couldn't have said it better myself, Bryne.
I'm preaching to the choir.